This video is part 2 of the series, Your ALEKS Classes. Be sure that you've watched part 1 before you continue. In this video, we'll walk you through how to create ALEKS objectives. Objectives enable you to direct student learning so that they align with your class structure. After you've created the basic template for your class, you'll reach this page. Select Customize this class to then set your objectives. To align the content of the ALEKS course with your textbook, select Yes, Integrate Textbook, and select your book from the drop-down list here. McGraw-Hill ebooks are included with the ALEKS 360 options. In Step 2, you'll choose which type of objectives you want to use. First, be sure to select Yes, I will use objectives. You'll then see two options. If you plan to generally follow the order of your textbook, select the first option, Chapter-Based Objectives. Select the second option, Custom Objectives, if you prefer to build your objectives from scratch. Next, select how you want to pace student learning. Most instructors who use objectives with end dates do so in order to follow a specific course structure and schedule. Those who use objectives without end dates are in a self-paced environment. For this demonstration, we'll select Objectives with End Dates. On this page, you'll see the Objectives editor with your chapter-based objectives already built. If you had chosen Custom Objectives, this table will be blank. The first step is to finalize the content in each objective. Select Edit to see the ALEKS content in each objective. From here, you can drill down to the individual topic level. Anything checked will be included. Add or remove topics from the objective by selecting the checkbox. You can also double-click on a topic name in order to see a practice problem. If you prefer to split a chapter into two objectives or combine content from multiple chapters into one, select New Custom Objective. Assign the objective a name, and then select the ALEKS topics to include in the objective. You can include an entire chapter, section, or drill down to the individual topic level. When you're ready, select Done. The custom objective will then appear here in your objectives list. Once you have your objective content set, you'll want to organize them to align with your curriculum. You can move them using these arrows, or you can select and drag. If you want to remove an entire chapter, just uncheck the box. The next step is to select the end dates for each objective in order to pace your student learning. Students will be required to learn the content by that date. Objectives are sequential in that when the first objective ends, the second one will start the next day. When assigning end dates, be mindful of the expectations you're setting for your students. For example, you don't want to assign a large number of topics if your dates are close together. Objectives are then graded based on the percentage of topics the student learns by the end date. Once that date passes, the score is recorded in the gradebook. Topics the student does not complete by that date may appear later as prerequisites to subsequent objectives. In this section, you'll determine what happens when a student finishes an objective early or before the due date. By default, they'll move into Open Pie mode. This will allow them to work on any ready-to-learn topic in any objective until the next objective starts. If you would prefer students be moved directly into the next objective instead, select that option here. If your course has a more self-paced approach, you'll likely want to pace student learning by mastery level instead of due dates. In order to do this, select Switch to Objectives without end dates. You will then assign a progress level for each objective. Students will then be required to reach the progress level before they can move on to the next objective. You will then set the final due date here. After this date, student scores are recorded in the gradebook. The last step is the Post-Objective Progress Assessment column. When this option is selected, all students will receive a knowledge check when they complete the objective or the due date hits. This personalized knowledge check will confirm mastery of the most recently learned topics. Let's go ahead and finalize these objectives. Depending on the content you selected, there may be an additional step. ALEKS may recommend additional prerequisites to optimize student learning. Take a moment to read the recommendation levels. You're not required to accept these, and you have the flexibility in how you use them. You can select an entire level or choose which prerequisite topics to include. For more information on how the prerequisite topics affect student learning, select Details for the topic. When you're ready, select Continue. If all looks good on the confirmation page, select Save. You've now set up your ALEKS class with objectives. To edit your objectives, select Edit next to the Objectives Editor here. Remember, it's best not to make changes to the content once the class has started, but you can change the objective due dates only if the date has not passed yet. I hope you found this video tutorial helpful. If you ever have any questions, you can contact ALEKS Customer Support through your Message Center or by visiting www.aleks.com and selecting the support link. Thanks for watching.